Hi everyone, I hope you are well. I'm back on my iPad today. I'm hoping it's going to work well like yesterday. And today, so Splay Galaxy asked me, have I ever done a snippet roll on paper? My answer to that is I've never done a snippet roll full stop. I have my scrappy trim, but that's done in a different way. So I said to her that I would give it a go, and she's going to give it a go too. I don't know, Splay Galaxy, do you have a channel? Because if you do, I'll come over and watch. So anyway, I thought I prepared some strips. Who knows how this is going to go, of straw paper, and they can just be attached together. And wait just a second, I might grab that's about the right width. Oh, lucky ducky. So I might just, I've got an empty one of these. I might just roll it onto there as I go. And so anyway, it's going to be mostly paper, but it could be a mix of paper and, got the ums again, and fabrics and laces and things. So yeah, it's probably a bit like, I've never done a snippet roll before, as I said, but we'll give it a go and see what happens. I just have a sip of coffee. Food for the brain. Okay, so I don't know, where do you start? Do I want to make it Christmas? Do I want to make it non-Christmas? Maybe I'll do a bit of both. So maybe I'll just start with, oh, I don't want that. Let me just move those. Where will I put those? Chuck those over there. Maybe I'll just start with a bit of this nice paper here. I'll just bring my garbage basket over closer, which is the wet one. That's the other one's dry, so that's good. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is just a bit similar to, you know, the scrappy things that we make to stitch it in the corners or down the side of the page. I'm just going to, and these are quite wide. They could be any width that you want, really. You don't have to do them this wide. Well, I guess there's no up or down. But as I said, it won't matter if the straw paper is showing, whereas if you did white paper, regular sort of A3 paper, then you would need to trim it down. I'm just going to be very random here and layer it up, and what shows, shows, and what doesn't show, doesn't show. I might start with, I don't know, I've never done this before, so you're going to see me bumble here. Bungle, because I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm going to stick that on there. I probably should have my, well, I've got plenty of glue books there. It's just that they've got things on top of them. I think I'll just, you know what I'm going to do? It's always best just to cover the background and then come in with the details. I think that's what I'll do. I knew I had some smaller bits here. I might put, oh, I like that side more. Am I recording? Yes. And am I on screen? I think I am. Yes. There we go. And I bet you're enjoying my nice clean mat. That won't last long, will it? See, that's a good bit for coming out. Oh, and here's a nice, this is super old, this book page. Early 1800s. So maybe I'll do, I mean, it'll probably take me a while to do this. Maybe I'll do one or one and a bit, and then we'll join them together as well. And I was about to say, I'll show you how we join them together, but having never done it, it'll be a first for me as well. Bit of text, put that there. Put that there. And look how quick that is when you put the big pieces down. And, oh, just a minute, the doorbell. Okay, I'm back. It was the Amazon delivery man, not the grumpy one, a different one today. And I got this book, Thornburns, James Fisher. Fantastic. Look at all the birdies in here. Nice matte paper. And the images are only on one side, so you don't have to make any snappy decisions about where you're going to put them. This is fantastic, this book. Can't wait to get ripping into it. So that's what arrived. Whoop. Yippee! Okay, well, that was interesting. What time is it? 12:30. Okay, I've got to go and pick up Lulu soon. No, not yet. I have to leave at about 1:30. I was going to go to the post office if I've already been there today, but I thought I might pop there again. Right. So I kind of need, I don't have much colourful paper out at the moment. This is one of the papers that was in my pack. I think that one was in my pack as well. This one here. I can't remember. Or did I run out of that one? Cannot remember. So it's really easy peasy to join them get together. All you do is just put some, glue there like that, and then continue on. Why don't I just do that now? I'm wondering what my reasoning would be for not doing it. I might overlap it a bit. So I've overlapped it this much. I've put my glue here, so that way we're fairly sure they connect. And I didn't measure the strips. I didn't necessarily do them all the same width. It's not even straight, you see. Look at that. That's straight. Maybe I should make sure it's straight, otherwise we'll have wonky trim. Okay, I'll do a bit more. Now, what about just some regular book page shooting down the page? Regular book page shooting down the page. Okay. Not very good tearing there, is there? About like that. Just put a strip of glue down the center. This is super easy stuff to do. And I'm just having another thought. Another thing you could do is even just, leave it fairly plain and then take off bit. Oh, I've got it on my wet one. That's clever, isn't it? I should put my wet one on my sewing machine because there's nothing on my sewing machine. And why did would you tell me why did I throw that in my garbage? Why? Because I'm not thinking. I think I like the other side more. So yeah, I do look at my pieces of paper, even though it doesn't seem like I do. I do look at them and sit to see what side do I like more. Now, there's no reason that this should be like 50 meters long because you're going to be tearing it up anyway. So I'm thinking I probably didn't even need to join two together because I'm going to be breaking it up. So I think the maximum I would join together is 2, and then you can wrap them around where you're going to store them, wherever you're going to store them, and then that's Christmas there, and then love that. And then you can just wrap another one on top of it, sort of thing, if you know what I mean. Okay, so that's that. And I'm just trying to see. Would have been good if I actually had pulled out some of my. This was in my Christmas pack. I like this paper. I got this paper. It's meant to be like a tablecloth. Not a tablecloth, a table mat, placemat. It's a nice recycled paper. It's a bit smooth on one side and rough on the other side. So now we will see how does it stick, and I think it's going to stick pretty well. Yep, there you go. What was I saying before? I was saying something very important. Can't remember. It's gone out of my head. Memory like a sieve. Memory like a sieve. Okay. So, okay, now, let's see about making it pretty. This was in my Christmas pack anyway. Okay, let's go back to the beginning and see. What shall we do? This is the top. That was the easy bit, covering it up. Now this is the difficult bit. So I'm going to have some, you'd be thinking, why are you tearing up that lovely doily? But I am. I've done it. It's torn. I'm going to have some, maybe not some, maybe I'll put a little bit of lace somewhere. Yeah, I like that up there. Now, I've got this up over my shoulder because it's kind of long now. Okay, I'm going to put it even further up my shoulder. so it doesn't annoy me. Okay, and love this. This is going to go somewhere. All right there. So I think I'm probably going to jump about a little bit, in the sense that I'm not going to stay in one spot. I'm just going to do what comes to me. I haven't got my little card in here. It's still in the other room because I forgot about it. It doesn't have to be stuck perfectly. I think I said that because we're going to, that's not stuck at all though, and then I'll forget. Because we're going to stitch. Can go there. And I'm just looking around. I should have pulled out, oh, I know, I should have pulled out some other stuff, really. I should have pulled out some digikits and things. I've got some little Tracie foxes here. These will be nice. These are on fabric. I like these. These are going to be very nice. In fact. Oh, I know what I wanted to say. I am working on, see how wonderful these are? My gift idea is at number 5. I'm actually, the gift idea is probably a little bit tougher than the 100-day project. Because in my head, oh, look at that. In my head, you know, the gifts, they need to be something that I would give, if you know what I mean. Like, they just can't be anything sort of random. I'm going to have a little bit of this. I know I've got some down there, but that will be somewhere else. I'll put a little bit of that. It's too big. So yeah, anyway, I've got my idea. I've got my idea ready. I don't want it going the same direction as the other one. I've got my idea ready, and I've just got to make it. I've started making it, but the idea is sort of elaborating in my head as I make it. So you'll probably get the video for that tomorrow, I hope. Me hopes. These are printed on fabric, so it's wonderful for this project here, because this could be a little mini Tracie Fox design team, because nobody else is going on it. This is a great little I just printed them on calico or muslin, I think it's called elsewhere. Calico maybe in England and Australia, and maybe even New Zealand, because it gives you nice different sort of textures. And whereas you could also print them on cardstock or paper or whatever you like, but it's not. I think this is a nice thing, nice to have textures, different textures on here. So I might even put a bit of this. This is just a beautiful antique hemp. Yep, I'll put that there. And another thing you could maybe do, I don't know if we'll get it done today, is you could maybe even then go and do a bit of stamping on there as well. I wonder what that would look like. That could be interesting. Now let me just see what other little Tracies I've got here. No, got lots of Tracies here. Ooh, yes, they're going to be good for something else that I'm working on as well. I haven't pulled these out for a while. And I printed these. It's very easy to print on fabric, guys. If your printer will take the fabric, it's very easy. All you do is you get the removable spray glue, removable spray glue. You spray a piece of A4, not too heavy cardstock, like 160 GSM or something like that. And then, I think I'll keep that. And then you put that there. Put your piece of fabric, it's probably best if it's ironed. It's not obligatory, but it's probably better if it's ironed. And you put that onto your sprayed piece of cardstock, and then love this paper, and then you put it in through your printer. That's all you do. You just make sure there's no creases. Oh, and you need to trim around the edge, so there's not, you know, too much, if any, overhanging. The A4 or legal size cardstock. And obviously it's a problem if your printer doesn't like taking paper. So let me see what else I've got. I don't have much here. too tidy for my own good. Ah, no, that's a joke. Don't say that. That's just telling a lie. Absolute porky pie, that is. Porky pies. Okay. Got a bit of Leonardo here. No, I want to put that one down. Oh, here we go. Here's my little scrap bag. Let's see what's in here. It's a good thing for this sort of good. Oh, here's a bit of green. Am I just jumping all over the place? Even these little teeny tiny pieces can be great. Look at that little pop of colour. What's that little piece there? Oh, there's another piece of it. I mean, look how tiny that is. And I kept it. What a lunatic. Okay. It's like connecting. It's like little chain connecting. I need some more textile, I think. What about a little piece of this lovely antique lace? I need to put the glue on here. Right. This is actually a great way to do this. Thank you, Splay Galaxy, for suggesting that to me, because it's a great way to do it, because then you can just have it on a roll, and then you can, like I would put that in my base on the next one. You can just have it there in a roll ready to go. Here, this was in one of my paper packs, and then just keep it there, and then when you're doing journals, just whip it out. I'm going to do a Christmas one as well. So maybe when I've done this long strip, the other two strips I may put it up. No, it might be too big. Just a sec. Just put that there because I can use that somewhere else. I may. No, I need to put something. What is going on, Rachel? I need to put something under there. I wasn't happy with it. What am I trying to say? I may do a Christmas one. That's what I'm trying to say. So I can have a Christmas roll and a non-Christmas roll. How about that? That's a good idea. Oh, this is where they connect. Oh, no. Is that where it connected? Yes, it is. Because that one seems a bit shorter than the other one. Hopefully, oh, yes, I'm recording. I'm just moving. As I'm moving down my roll, I'm slowly moving off screen. Which is very clever. Put that there. And I might even put this little green bit there. In the spirit of recycling. Put that there. And that can go there. Whoops. And then what? Isn't this pretty? I like this. This is a great idea. Maybe we'll need some more of this. And I think I'll have that shooting out that side. No, I think I feel like I want it shooting out that side, even though, well, I can put it over there. Okay, good. Even though I didn't want to cover up all the writing. Lose the script effect. Don't want it to stick out too far. Okay, and I could have something. Oh, I think I might have a bit of this, a bit more of this, a bit of this, and a bit of that. What a fun idea. I love it when you ladies give me good ideas and suggest fun things to do. I would never have arrived to that thought by myself. So I really do appreciate it. I mean, it was like the scrubbing of my mat. Who'd ever thought to? I never thought to scrub my mat. All I did, as I said, was wipe it down with my wet ones, and they weren't very effective. So I never thought about scrubbing it, and scrubbing it was a great idea. Great. I put that there maybe. I don't think it really matters, because then when you cut them up, you may need to adjust them slightly to whatever you're making. You may need to add something or take something, you know, cover something up. Who knows? So it doesn't really matter if what's down here doesn't go with what's up there. That's probably what I'm trying to say. Or if you might have a few doilies near each other, because they'll probably be chopped off, and used in a totally different project. That's Christmas. Sorry, I'm just over here in my messy lacy bin, trying to see what to use. A bit of this is always good. Okay. See, I'm not fitting on the table now. I'm already nearly at the bottom. How fast is this? This is very fast. Oh, I haven't used one of these for a minute. I love these for this job. So I'll link these below if anybody sort of, I'm sure all of you know Tracie, but someone may not. Someone may be a newbie and might not never take it for granted. I'm going to put this. Might not know who Tracie is, and so I will link it below. Or you might, you know, I mean, Tracie has a lot of kits. You might not, you might prefer not to have to go and search. That way it's done for you. I love the morning. Get to have my coffees. I feel like I've got the whole day ahead of me for, you know, I can be productive. And then I get to the afternoon and I haven't done half of what I was supposed to do. And then I think, oh God, I've become pooey. Well, I don't always become pooey, but sometimes I do, because sometimes the morning just goes and you didn't get anything done and you think, what happened? What happened? And where am I going to put that? I do like that there. I need something here, but I like that there. Okay. Okay, and what about a little piece of this? This is some paper from Il Papiro in Florence. I didn't put this one in. It's very expensive paper, and you only would have had a teeny tiny snippet of it. It's very expensive. Okay, now what's happening here? I need something here. I could go, well, let me have a look at Tracie. Tracie might have something here. I mean, as I said, you can just cut this little piece off here, and it can become a tuck or something. Well, I've got this here. I do like this. It's kind of turning the corner, so I snip that off. And I think, yeah, I like that there. Yep. Okay, that's good. Let me just tear this flower out from my embroidery. Okay. Don't want to cover that up. I might like that there. Don't want to cover that up. Let me see. Well, obviously as it grows it becomes quite awkward to manage. I don't mind it there actually. Oh, I'm covering up that paper I didn't want to cover. Oh well, too bad. Changed my mind. Sometimes I get a question, why do you cover it up? Well, it's a very easy answer. Not to be rude or anything, but because I want to. Because that's what I feel like doing. That's why I cover it up. Okay, well that is done. That's my version of a paper snippet mixed with a mixed media snippet, really, isn't it? There. So I'll put that there, and now this is going to be interesting. I need to somehow switch gears. I need to somehow switch to Christmas. So let me just bear with me a second. You can go and have a water break. All of you go off and have a water break while I gather up my mess here. Alright, I just got to put, I can keep that one out. I can probably keep some of these out too because they're kind of plain. for my base, but I might use more Christmassy colours. All those are good. Oh, they're all good. Just, I mean, I could throw that out really. That's got a bit of red in it. Okay, I'll try and go as fast as I can. That's a good piece. I think that's in my Christmas one. Okay, I'll get rid of all of this. You don't need any of that. Put all of those in there. I hope you're enjoying your coffee break while or water break or whatever it is, while I just, I need to make space for my Christmas papers to come over. So they're here. They're not far. There's not many in here actually. I need to get my other thing. But I'm just going to put that over there. I wonder if my iPad didn't like that. I put that down on my garbage bin. Okay, and there's some Christmas in here as well. Let's just pull out a few pieces that I think I might like to use. I'd like to use that one. There are some kits that I bought last year and I'm like, why? Those are good. I think that might be a Tsunami Rose. I didn't know I had a Tsunami Rose. Is that Tsunami Rose? These are all good. One. Whoops. Oh, I whacked into the camera. I hope you don't all feel sick, and I hope it didn't flip around or anything like that. Okay. Oh, there's some Artie Maze. And here's some. Oh no, I'll keep those. They're more for journals. Okay. Right. Where's my paper? Here it is. Let's start by covering up. I wonder if I've got any pieces here. Just put those over. I've got this one, sorry, and I thought this Medieval Mirage would be nice. I've got my Florentine paper, so we'll have a bit of a mix. This one. Okay, I love this. This is Medieval Mirage. It's not Christmas, but it's green. It's green and pinky red, so I figured that's good for Christmas. So let's get sticking. And I think I'm going to have some of this. Right. Okay, what else do I have? I've totally covered up my... Oh, well, I've got straw paper already. What about a bit of music paper? Just covering up my base, and then I can become more fussy about what I'm putting down. Oh, I've got some stuff here that I could tear up. Let's see. Ooh, what about a piece of this? So I'm going more traditional with my colours with this. I'll put that one there, even though I haven't finished covering up my background yet. Where's the piece that I already tore of that? Who knows? I have a piece that I've already torn of this. Oh, here it is. Over here. I'll put that over there. Out of my way. You can go over there as well. Isn't that fun? These really fun paper. Have another sip of coffee. Sipping the coffee while I can. Oh, what about a bit of book page too? Book page. We'll end it off with a bit of book page. And actually, I might as well just attach this one. Just take that bobbly bit off. The wonky bit, I should say. Okay. I didn't do my thumbnail on my other videos because I did them too late in the afternoon, and so I didn't get the thumbnail done, but they didn't really need one, I don't think, because there wasn't anything specific that I had done in those videos that really needed a thumbnail, if you know what I mean. I'll put that one. Now, I did not cut this. This was in, if you remember my videos with my sister, when she was here, when we went to that lady's shop in Venice, and she was always closed and we had to telephone her, and we bought those very expensive scrap packs that she had that ended up having all of these pieces of bodgy, inexpensive wrapping paper and stuff in them. Hardly, were not worth the money at all. And that was in there. So that was a good thing. I mean, I didn't keep much out of those bundles. I ended up throwing it all out. Not all of it. I kept bits like that, but there wasn't much. It was a bit cheeky of her because she'd received presents and she'd just put these pieces of wrapping paper in with the sticky tape on. I thought that was a bit rude. Well, I haven't put any doily on yet, but I'll do that. Do that after. Need a bit more colour down here. Oh, what about some of this? Okay, and then what? This maybe? And we'll finish it off with a little piece of red. And of course, when you, oh, there you go, I just threw out another good piece of paper there. When you get to the end, near the end of your piece, when you're using it up in your journals, I'm just thinking you could, before you finish it, go ahead and attach another strip, and then it just continues. It never ends. So I'm not using these because these are not Christmas. Put those over there because otherwise I'll keep looking at them. And I like these little doilies for this. So I'm going to tear this if I can. It doesn't resist tearing. Oh, this is a beautiful colour. I'll need to wipe my mat down, won't I? Because I'll have glue all over it. Yep. Stick a bit of that on there as well. It's just hanging about, waiting to be glued. There we go. Next, maybe put that, maybe I would like that up there. No, here. I'll just put some glue down there. Okay. Just coming back with a bit more colour and maybe a little bit of texture. Okay. And then I will need to come back with a bit more Christmassy sort of stuff. I just don't think I want this. I need to pull it out. Well, I don't mind it there or there, there. So yet another good way to use up your scraps. I still feel like up here needs some more, but we can get to that afterwards. And I'm going to grab some of this and stick that here, I think. Stick that there. Just tearing down my paper, get rid of the bits I don't need. I quite like that there. Helps if you roll your glue up every so often. And what if I have a little bit more of something lacy? Do it a bit better. I don't know if I'm on screen or not. It does become a bit fiddly after a minute, so yeah, I wouldn't go much longer than 2 pieces put together at a time. Now I might have to hop up quickly and grab, because I didn't think about it. I put that one there or there. And grab my Christmas papers. I might like to put some Christmas papers. Christmas, let me see, sorry. Christmas fabrics. That's it. So 1 sec. Okay, here I am. Got my fabrics, and I might have a few of those here and there. And not that one. Oh, I love that. I really love that. That's just going to shoot down there. All gathered a little bit. You just stick it on in a very random way, and then you capture it when you sew it. Yep. It'll flatten. Don't worry. It will flatten. Okay. And let me see. What do I have here? I don't want blue because I haven't put any blue on here. Put you that way. Let me see. Probably don't need that. What have I got here in the festive spirit? It's got a bit of pink in it, pink and red. It's lovely. See, I've got a piece of that somewhere. Up here, maybe. It's going to go somewhere. Maybe there. Yeah. Put that there. Then what? Got all these half-finished projects in this container, which is kind of annoying. So you need some pop of colour so it becomes more festive. It's good. Now, just a second. Here we go. Do I have anything in here? Oh, I do. That was from a Christmas paper that I cut out last year. Hopefully I'm not speaking too quietly. A little bit too relaxed for my own good. Oh, here we go. This is already cut, kind of. There's these things. Oh, that's a bit pink. Oh, that could go somewhere. There's those things. So I'm looking for lots of sort of little things that I can stitch on here and there. So I think that's it in my bag of tricks. Oh, these, those. And I could tear any of those. So let's pull those out. Okay, let's make do with these things. Okay, so first of all, and I will put some more fabric further down, but if I don't get a move on, and I'm tearing this because I'm not going to cut it, I'm going to tear it. See, I'm going to tear around my little figure here. Okay, and that will go on. Might be too big. I like that. Yeah, but I think I might have a little piece of this. I know I've got a piece there, but I might have that shooting out the top. Yeah, you see, I like it more because this was blending in with the background there. So I need to get some glue on here. Put that down. Of course, I could connect that to another one if I wanted to. Okay, so that's that bit. Then I've got just, I mean, I am going to stitch over it, but I'll just put that down there. And then probably don't need anything here. I've got quite a bit going on. Then I come down here. And what's going on down here? Look at those cute doggies. I know they're cute tags, but I can print them again. Okay, let me see if the doggies can find a home. Don't want to, oh, then I cover up that green. Just let me see here. I think I like them there. Maybe move them down a little bit so you can see a bit of everything, but I might turn them that way. So we don't want everything pointing in the same direction. Got a little bit of that coming out, the green, the doily, the fabric, it's all happening there. Okay, and then down here, what's going to happen? We might have a bit of this, a bit of that there. Okay, so I won't look at those here because I've already done them. Let's have a look at those, or look at something like this. See if I can tear it off. There we go. And put that. Kind of disappears, doesn't it? It needs to go up there. Okay. Done. there, and then down here, I better put a bit more glue. Even though I am stitching, I just don't want anything to fall off. So just trimming that off, and then I might like a Saint Nick. I wonder if I might like just that shooting down. I do. I'm going to glue that right down there. Don't even mind that it's not cut properly, because I'm going to put something on it. I'm going to put, I think I like Saint Nick there. So I'm putting a little bit of distance between each one, because you will use them in your projects, and so, you know, possibly I'll cut that one off there, and then I've got that feature point there, if you know what I mean. And then we just need something here, and then that one's ready for stitching as well. Oh, I think I like the rose. There you go, done. Just put plenty of glue on there. I like that, and we are done. So now they have to be stitched. So let me finish my coffee. I had already finished. There was just like the tiniest drop. Oh my goodness, it's already 1:12. It's nearly time for me to, and I just literally get myself in the biggest mess. I'm in a mess again. I've got Christmas and not Christmas out, so that's just really a mess. That's all I can say. So I'm just going to throw it all over there, and I'll tidy it up afterwards. And we'll stitch the first one first, because that'll be drier. Not that I really have I ever worried about that before, not really. But we'll do our best. Oh, my mat's not looking as clean as it did yesterday. Okay, now I'm on screen and you can see. Now, if you're wondering why this is popping open, it's just maybe my sewing machine needs a bit of a scrub as well. It's broken. Where's my, should we give it a little wipe? There we go. Oh, look at that. Instant cleanliness. That's about the extent of it. There we go. Okay, so now my wet one, I will say, it has water. I put water in it. It's not just the wet one. Oh gosh, this is pretty. I like this one. Where's my pedal? Because I've got to go in a minute. Okay, you ready? I'm going to zigzag right down the center, I think. Oh, it helps to turn the machine on. That does help. Oh, and my set, I've got a regular needle, the number 90, whatever it is, 90 over something. And I've got my stitches on number 3. You could turn your volume down if you don't like the sewing. Now what I wanted to say is, when I've stitched it, I will then have a look at it and see if there's anywhere that I feel like needs some more sewing. Okay, so that one, how fast was that? That is done. Now, all this one will be a bit sticky in bits, I think. And now that I said that, the next question will be, does it glug up my sewing machine? Well, it hasn't, my needle, it hasn't so far. Now, let's look at this. This, I don't think it, I think I've captured everything. You just want to make sure your stitches have captured everything. Yes, yes, it's all been caught. So nothing's going to fall off at all. Nope, nope, it's all good. So that is done. That one's done. How about that? fun. I'm going to make more of these. This is really fun. This is actually, I mean, these can be belly bands. Thank you so much for suggesting that. These can be belly bands. They can be on the side. You can use a little piece. Wow, what fun. I'm going to make more. Now, I've got to figure out how to store them. Where's my thing? I did think I would put them on here, but that's not wide enough. I need a wider one. I need a wider one now that I put things on. So, do I have a wider one? Let me think about it. I've got those French ones that my mum gave me, but they've got stuff on them. Let's see, this would be the ideal, these French ones. My mum gave me these, and you just wind them on there. Although they will get a bit of a roll in them, won't they? Just put them loosely on there. But then they'll all become curved, so I don't know. I don't know how best to store them. Maybe just hang them over something like that. Don't know. So I'll have to come back to that. So that I'll show you the Christmas one. This is the Christmas one here. Just tap my screen so you're focused. And of course you can add more if you want to. And then this is the regular here. You look at how wonderful the Tracies are on there. So how cool is that? So there you go. So that is my video for today. I need to go and get Lulu, so I will see you soon, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.